Hey guys, it's Chad Wildclay, and you guys liked it last week when I exposed how companies are stealing money from YouTubers, so I'm gonna keep exposing more of the bullshit that's happening around here on YouTube. Did you guys know that YouTube is deciding which videos get the most views? I'm gonna show you how, and how it relates to PewDiePie having to quit his channel for a while because he had to go get a job directing boats.
I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! Take a good hard look at the boat! Yeah.
If you dream of becoming a successful YouTuber, pay close attention. If you're already a successful YouTuber, pay even closer attention because YouTube could flip a switch and cut your views down big time overnight. And it has happened before. See, it all came to me when I was playing my favorite game.
No, it wasn't Overwatch. Agario. Well, I do love Agario, but there's one thing that I'm even better at than Agario.
Spreadsheets, yeah! Gotta love those spreadsheets!
And that's when I came to the realization that it's YouTube who's influencing which videos get a lot of views and which don't.
Wait a minute.
V!
What do you mean YouTube decides which videos I watch? I decide which videos I watch.
Well, how did you get to this video right here?
Well, Chad, I was scrolling on YouTube, just scrolling, and then I saw your thumbnail and it caught my eye.
So what if YouTube would not have placed this thumbnail on your screen?
Well, I guess I wouldn't be watching this video since I wouldn't know it existed.
YouTube decided to put this video's thumbnail on your screen, and that's the #1 factor determining if it'll get a lot of views. Now, if YouTube decided to not put it on your screen, then it would get far fewer views.
I just really don't think that sounds right. I don't think YouTube decides which videos get more or less views. I think the viewers decide.
All right, well, let's assume you're right.
And take a look at these 3 videos. Which do you think will get more views? Video A, Video B, or Video C? All 3 thumbnails are very similar, all 3 titles are extremely similar, and all 3 videos are very similar. I'll play you a little sample now. Here's A. Video B. And Video C. And now assume YouTube is placing each of these thumbnails in front of an equal number of people.
So video A
Okay.
got 219 views.
Okay.
Video C got 315 views. Now, based on that, how many views do you think video B would get?
Well, since C has a better thumbnail, so maybe somewhere in between. Maybe to like 250?
All right, you ready?
No! No way! No! No way! Oh my god! What? Why? Why?
I mean, it's obvious that this one got more views because YouTube put it in front of more eyeballs,
Oh god!
right?
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, they're identical. I mean, I think B is actually the worst thumbnail.
So yeah, discrepancies like this can only happen when YouTube decides we're gonna put this video in front of a lot of people, and these other 2 we're just not gonna put in front of anybody.
What the hell, YouTube? Like, how do they decide? I mean, it's not like the quality is way better.
It's YouTube's crazy algorithm.
Unfair algorithm.
So then the next question is, so how does YouTube
Push views to some videos and not to others. The first place is the YouTube home screen. This is where most viewers start their viewing session on YouTube. It's the first thing you see when you open up the app, and it's the first thing you see if you're on a desktop computer when you go to youtube.com. The home screen used to show you a list of videos from everybody you're subscribed to, but they changed that to start showing you videos they recommend, essentially changing YouTube to recommended tube. Now, one of the big problems with this was of all the videos being uploaded to YouTube, YouTube would take just a very small percentage of them and then start pushing those out onto people's home screens, while most of the less popular videos would not be delivered to your home screen. Now, 63 of the channels I'm subscribed to uploaded a video today. How many of those were delivered to my home screen? just one.
Why?
So YouTube controls which videos show up on your home screen. The next place you're likely to choose a video to watch is via suggested. The suggested are the videos right underneath this video down there if you're on a phone. And if you're on a computer, it's the videos that are over on the right-hand side. YouTube also decides what videos show up over here. There's one more place I'd like to talk about, and that is YouTube search. When you search for a video, the order of the results is determined by YouTube. The higher up you are, the better. Alright, so YouTube controls which videos show up in suggested, which videos show up on the home screen, and in what order do they show up in search. They're influencing about 85% of all views a typical YouTuber receives. If they stopped putting your videos in suggested, home, and search, you'd be left with your subscription feed and other, not leaving you with a lot of views. Okay, let's take a look at who YouTube is driving these views to. I'm taking all YouTube creators with at least 5,000 subscribers and breaking you down to a representative 100 people. The smallest creators with the least amount of views every month, walk your way over to the left, and the largest creators who receive the most views, walk your way over to the right. Let's take all of our creators and take all of the views they received in the past 30 days, 298 billion, and reduce it down to this representative pile of green views. And now we'll distribute them out to all of our creators. Well, this doesn't really make sense. All the views distributed evenly amongst all creators. Most people probably agree that the creators with more talent, who work harder and create better videos, will receive more views. You might be thinking an ideal distribution of views might be something like this. Here we have the biggest creators earning about 10 to 20 times more views than the smallest creators. But the views are not distributed quite this evenly. Now, if I asked you, how do you think the views are actually distributed? You might think something like this, where the larger YouTubers are receiving about 100 times more views than the smallest and 10 times more views than the average creator. Sadly, this isn't even close to reality. Here's the actual distribution of views on YouTube. Nearly every creator is worse off. The only creators who are better off are the top 3%. And how much better off? The top 1%'s views stretch so high that you would need 10 screens to see them all. This guy is getting so many views that I had to give him a whole column of his own because it won't fit on my chart. Here's his stack of views restacked, all by itself. 1% of YouTubers are receiving 40% of the views. 80% of people, or 8 of every 10 creators, receive only 18% between them. Now, you can't be upset with the top creators. They're not doing anything wrong. I'm sure most of them are working very, very hard, are very talented, and make great videos. And YouTube is rewarding them for that. But you have to ask YouTube, should you reward them 170 times more than the average YouTuber who is here at 50% on the chart? This average YouTuber has to work 1 full month to receive as many views as a top YouTuber earns from 1 hour of work.
Now, what concerns me about this unevenness is that there are a ton of creators who are crazy talented, who make really good videos, who work really hard, and you just can't find them. I mean, they might work for a year
And finally make their way onto the chart at 5,000 subscribers, which is not easy to do. Even the most successful YouTuber of all time, PewDiePie, uploaded 100 videos before making it here on the chart. He very quickly afterwards started growing and made it all the way up to here, but even way up here, he couldn't afford to continue making videos.
The reason why I haven't been uploading videos and maybe putting as much effort into my videos is because I don't really have time for that anymore. I got a job.
Yes, the guy who is on his way to becoming the most successful YouTuber of all time can't afford to keep making videos, quits, and has to go get a job. Now, we all know he came back and quickly shut up the charts, but how many other people out there are right here, or even way up here, saying, man, I am just not making enough views, I'm not growing, I can't afford to keep doing this. And then they can't help but compare themselves to these guys here, and many probably think, oh, I must be doing something wrong, or maybe I'm not talented enough, or people just don't like me, and then they quit making videos. It just really makes me wonder, what if PewDiePie hadn't come back? And And how many other people, how many future PewDiePies have quit and didn't come back? How many great creators are we missing out on right now because they didn't feel successful and just gave up?